In the Starobilk region, a Russian soldier was detected by a Ukrainian 4-14 Magwars Birds FPV drone. The lone soldier was attempting to move past Ukrainian defensive positions, but the FPV drones were deployed before he could advance further. He noticed the approaching drone, but being exhausted and worn out, he made no attempt to flee. The FPV drone quickly struck the soldier. In the Donetsk region, Ukrainian forces carried out an operation in the settlement of Zeleny to drive out Russian troops who had fortified the area. The operation lasted for 1 week, with Ukrainian infantry conducting raids on houses occupied by Russian forces. Throughout the fighting, FPV drones were actively used alongside air support to strike enemy positions and assist ground troops. After days of intense clashes, Ukrainian forces succeeded in pushing Russian troops out of the settlement and regaining control. Dozens of buildings were damaged during the operation, and many Russian soldiers were rendered inoperative, unable to continue their hold on the area. The combined use of ground forces and drones allowed Ukrainian troops to regain full control of Zeleny, neutralizing fortified positions and significantly reducing the operational capacity of Russian forces in this critical settlement. August 30th, 2025, along the Pokrovsk front, the Ukrainian wormbusters of the 414th U.S. Brigade, known as Magyars Birds, unleashed their precision drones against Russian positions. One by one, enemy soldiers were neutralized in swift, decisive strikes. The sky buzzed with relentless energy as the drones pursued their targets, leaving no chance for escape. This powerful operation showcased the precise accuracy and unstoppable force of Ukraine's modern drone warfare, a battlefield symphony matched only by the thunder of its impact. An airstrike using a guided American GBU-39 aerial bomb targeted a house with Russian drone operators in the Kherson region. The powerful strike leveled the entire building as the bomb hit the main support columns, causing the structure to collapse from below. Reports indicate that multiple Russian soldiers were neutralized in the attack. Here is another drone footage of the Ukrainian airstrike. Motorcycle assault units of the Russian army launched an attack in the Donetsk region, but shortly after they came under a fierce counterattack. The strike forced the enemy motorcyclists to scatter chaotically across the area, breaking their formation. In 2025, along the hypocrisy of Ukraine's 425th Skala Assault Regiment executed a high-risk mission to clear a fortified enemy position. The operation began after reconnaissance confirmed an occupied defensive dugout. Using terrain for concealment, the assault group closed in with precision and coordination. Upon reaching the target, they deployed specialized fragmentation charges into the structure, eliminating the defenders inside. Moments later, movement was detected nearby. 2 enemy combatants equipped with advanced anti-drone camouflage were attempting to reposition. Anticipating their path, the Skala unit quickly established an ambush. Through disciplined fire and rapid maneuvering, both were neutralized before they could regroup or call for support. This engagement showcased the regiment's combat skill, adaptability, and ability to counter emerging frontline technologies. It stands as a clear example of how well-trained assault units can combine reconnaissance, precision strikes, and tactical foresight to achieve decisive results under pressure. On September 1st, 2025, Ukrainian forces from the GURM primary conducted a drone operation against a Russian military airbase in Crimea using UJ-26 Beaver UAVs. Ukrainian forces struck 2 Mi-8 helicopters and a tugboat at Gudisky Air Base near Serapol. Russian forces were unable to stop this sudden and precise drone attack. Ukrainian 93rd Brigade carried out coordinated operations against Russian positions, targeting both infantry and military equipment. FPV drones were deployed to strike Russian assets with multiple drones successfully neutralizing vehicles and soldiers across key areas. Ukrainian fiber-optic FPV UAVs from the Signa Battalion neutralized Russian bunkers and positions in the Lyman direction. The Signa Battalion, which has long been highly effective in the Lyman area, has now become a dominant force in the region. With some of the most experienced FPV drone pilots, the battalion can infiltrate nearly every Russian position using drones. Underground Russian bunkers and fortifications are being neutralized with high-explosive FPV drones. Fiber-optic drones are specifically used since Russian forces rely on jamming systems to block conventional drones, but they cannot stop drones operated through fiber-optic cables. In rare footage, a Russian soldier was seen preparing himself in a moment of despair, believing in rituals rather than reality. He made the sign of the cross as if it could shield him, but shortly after, his own actions determined the outcome. He entered a small room with blue doors, where a bird-like FPV drone painted in the same shade of blue suddenly flew. Inside, another dramatic yet non-tragic episode unfolded. Siren Petroyan immediately emphasized the negative impact of such intrusions. Poor conditions and lack of proper care were evident, giving the impression of discomfort and neglect. This scene conveyed the image of someone struggling without even basic hygiene. As for me, I am already ahead. This marks the 38th edition of the educational project 13. Yablov. The only true loss here has been valuable time that could have been devoted to information. Whilst in the battlefield, Ukrainian reconnaissance drones detected movement near a ruined structure. On closer inspection, it was revealed that a Russian infantryman had taken cover beneath broken concrete. His position appeared secure, but only until the first FPV drone was deployed. The strike caused damage, yet the soldier remained active. Realizing the mission was not complete, a second drone was launched. The operator flew low and steady, carefully approaching the ruin. The buzzing of the propellers was heard as the soldier tried to respond. At the last second, the drone lifted slightly, then descended, striking the position directly. The detonation followed moments later, leaving the area silent. The Russian soldier fired all the rounds in his weapon, but despite his efforts, was unable to hit the drone. Now left completely defenseless, he was thrown into panic, unsure of what to do. The FPV drone rapidly advanced toward the Russian soldier. Unable to cross to the other side because of the wires, he was left exposed in the open field with no cover. After a few unsuccessful maneuvers, he became the direct focus of the FPV drone.